Hey, Dave, was it Killer Hunter or Hunter Killer?
So we just got back from seeing Hunter Killer. Chris, what did you think?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I went in expecting this movie to be complete garbage, and I actually enjoyed this.
Yeah, I did. It was kind of over the top at times, and then it took itself too seriously.
But
yeah, I actually had fun going to see it because it didn't really know what it wanted to be, but it's schlocky at times,
corny.
But overall, it was actually it was quite
what do you think
fun.
you give it out of 10? I'm going to go and say I give this is tough for me. Because it has a lot wrong with it, but it also has a lot right with it. And I guess because I went in expecting this to be complete garbage, and it wasn't. I'm going to go with 7.5.
I'm not going that high. I'm going to go a 6. Now, real quick, this is a fun 6.
All right.
It was a fun 6 because, yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, it's a Gerard Butler movie. When's the last time the dude's actually been in something good?
Well, let me think. How long I've been alive?
I mean, he's been in Geostorm and Gods of Egypt for the past few that I remember. It was nothing that bad. I mean, he was actually a little more like down to earth. There were times in this movie I kind of thought, are they gonna like have him just be like, I'll save the day and just like fly out the sub or something? But it actually, like, he stayed pretty well grounded in it. But
I've had a thought. Has he ever actually been in a good movie?
Yeah, 300.
That doesn't count because that movie was just.
He's been in some other, like Law-Abiding Citizen and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
that movie wasn't. I mean, he wasn't really in 300. There was just like 300 pairs of abs, fantastic abs.
Great
in the movie, and then his face. Yeah, but no, this was a decent flick. It did what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to be an over the top, military action movie, and about a submarine battle and about, I guess, Russian encounters, and yeah, I think it was
too long.
It was too long, but I think it was very suspenseful, and in that, it was successful.
Yeah, there were a couple parts that took a little too long to get through certain scenes. Other stuff was really rushed. I mean, it moved you through, but it was 2 hours and 1 minute, I think. Should have been cut back by like 15 minutes, I think.
I didn't actually have an issue with the length.
I
think you're right, Ed. Certain parts of drug, but I thought the story could have been a little hashed out, a little bit cleaner. I mean, I get it. It's pretty simple.
It's not a smart written movie.
No,
it's pretty predictable.
Yeah, and the acting is atrocious.
Not that bad.
Even Gary Oldman was just like,
Gary Oldman
he just went in there and spit out his lines, drooled a little bit.
He was barely in the movie. Common really didn't look like he cared that much to be in this movie.
Does Common just asleep in everything he does? Hey man, we're about to go to nuclear war. Okay, all right.
He kind of was like that.
That's all he does when he John Wick.
Like, and then he looked at you like,
working. That's all he does in every single movie. Terminator. Hey, I thought you needed me. He plays the same. Terminator. Not Genesis. The one before that.
Salvation.
Hey, was that it?
I don't know.
It was a terrible one. No, he was in that. He's been in a lot of stuff, and he's terrible. Or he's
Let's get back on track real quick. This movie was overall. I had a good time going. I was entertained.
Yeah, the whole time.
Even some of the CGI wasn't that great.
No, the green screen was
not great. The green screen was pretty piss poor, but it still was. It was fun. It's no Hunt for Red October or anything like that.
Or Crimson Tide or one of the other better submarine flicks out there. But that being said,
this has like a 30 or a 26 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I disagree with that. I think it was better than that.
It was not that bad.
No,
it was entertaining.
And I'd say this movie's biggest issue was, and why I thought it was going to be terrible, and why it will tank at the box office, is because Gerard Butler's face is smacked right on the top, and you go, well, this is going to be terrible because he's in it. And I'm telling you, that's the reason why. I feel this movie would have done better with better advertising, and I'll say this, a better name. You smacked it up there, and it was just this ridiculous thing.
I actually hadn't even heard about it until 3 days ago.
Like, it should have been some kind of operation name or something about the what was happening in the movie. I don't want to give away a spoiler, but it wasn't just about the sub. But the movie doesn't really focus 100%.
I did think it was going to be all about the sub.
I did too, and I was surprised and pleasantly surprised it wasn't. But still,
I'm kind of glad it wasn't.
I am too. I thought it worked well for the movie. The movie failed on some, I mean, not just like on the advertising part. I mean, just as far as watching the movie from beginning to end, it was like I started off and going, wait, is this one of these like super military flicks like the Navy SEAL movie? But it didn't turn out to be that way. So,
No, it didn't.
It didn't know what it wants to be. I think if you're in the military or in the Navy or whatever, you'll love this movie. You'll be able to point out things like, well, the subs don't move that fast, or they can't turn like that, or whatever, or that depth is incorrect. I'm sure there's some, but they did get a lot right, so I'll give it that.
I don't know if they did.
Well, some things I know. It doesn't matter. That's not the point of the movie. It's no, it was good. Wasn't great, but it did its point. It's supposed to entertain you and keep you in suspense, and I thought it did that well. That's why I have to give it a 7.5 because it knew what it wanted to be in that regard of, military suspense. And
like a 6 is just above average.
I thought it was a little above average.
It was, but the thing is, it was
execution of entertainment,
like a fun 6. You know what I mean? An entertaining 6. Like
was
the movie
entertaining.
Itself was really like you look at it. That's a 6. It's
that's
just
what
barely
I mean.
above average. Barely.
That's why I'm saying this is difficult. But
I was entertained. I had fun.
That's what I have to give it, like on
I'm
an
gonna stop repeating
entertainment
myself
value.
now.
Now, if you have to say on a like Oscar nomination, well, you can't go negative. But, unfortunately, but that's not. I have to rate the movie for what it was. Okay, you don't rate an Avengers movie based on how great of a quality flick it is. Clearly, it's meant to be a superhero movie, right?
Huh?
I'm giving an example here of how you should rate movies in general. Okay, I'm not gonna give Casablanca the same score in the same category as this.
Oh, you're based off of category.
This is you have to give a rating based on.
you.
You have to know what you're dealing with, and in this case, it was supposed to be a fun, blow 'em up, military fight thing with submarines, pew pew pew, and.
But I was entertained.
I was entertained, so I have to give it
That's why I go to the movies, Dave.
to be entertained.
Be entertained.
No, I just go there so I can bitch about stuff.
It is kind of fun to do that too.
So you found it entertaining. Would you rewatch it?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd rewatch it.
I would. I thought a couple scenes in there were good suspenseful. I would watch it in like a year or two.
That's something I could turn on Netflix in the background.
Exactly. Like, I'm not gonna be too bored
you're
with
doing
this.
something on the computer, and
I like
this
this
thing
scene.
pops up.
This is a good. Oh, don't turn the channel. I
Probably.
like this scene right here.
Because it's nothing. It's something that's going to annoy you. Like in the background, you think, "Oh, turn this crap off."
No, it's a terrible movie.
No, it actually would just be something you can catch parts of.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you should go to the theaters to see this. If you love the military, which you better, but if you really, really love it, I would go see this movie. If you like that kind of suspense stuff, yeah, go see it. If you, it's not as bad as it looks. I'll say that. The trailers did not do it justice.